3 cops secretly followed an 8-year-old girl home. 5 minutes later this happened. 3 cops secretly followed an 8-year-old girl home one day, and what they discovered changed everything. It all started like any other morning in a peaceful suburban neighborhood. Birds chirped, children played, and neighbors exchanged polite greetings across their manicured lawns. But while the idyllic town went about its routine, something unexpected was quietly unfolding. In an unmarked car parked a few blocks from an elementary school, 3 police officers, faces etched with determination and curiosity, sat watching. They weren't on a routine patrol, nor had they been called to the scene. No, this was different. They were watching an 8-year-old girl. Before jumping to conclusions, let's rewind to how it all began. Earlier that morning, Officer Daniel Hayes was scrolling through social media during a coffee break when a viral video caught his attention. In the video, a little girl, small-framed and full of energy, stood outside her school holding a cardboard sign. The words written on it read, "Please help my family." Though the footage was grainy, her voice was clear as she addressed anyone willing to listen. "My mommy is sick and we don't have food. If you can help, please help." The video ended with the girl shifting nervously, glancing around like she wasn't sure she should even be there. Daniel replayed the clip twice. Something about the girl's bravery struck a chord deep in his heart. He forwarded it to his colleagues, Officers Maria Lopez and Jordan Carter, with a simple message. "We need to find her." By the time their shift ended, the 3 officers were parked outside the school, waiting for dismissal. They didn't know her name or her story, only what they'd seen in the video, and a hunch that this child desperately needed help. When the school bell rang, a stream of kids flooded out with colorful backpacks. Among them, the officers spotted her immediately, the same pigtails, the same timid smile. She walked alone, clutching her worn backpack like it held her most precious possessions. Without saying a word, the officers began to follow her at a discreet distance. The walk was longer than they had expected. Block after block, she marched with quiet determination, crossing streets and cutting through alleys. The tidy suburban homes gradually gave way to crumbling buildings, graffiti-streaked walls, and abandoned lots. It became clear she was heading to a part of town most people avoided. Finally, she stopped at a rundown apartment complex. The officers watched as she pulled out a key and disappeared inside. Daniel turned to Maria and Jordan. "We can't just leave it here," he said. Maria nodded. "Let's see what's going on." They approached the building cautiously. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of mildew. A dim hallway led them to a door on the 2nd floor, where they found her. The little girl stood on tiptoes, struggling to unlock the door with a key that looked older than she was. When she saw the officers, her eyes widened with panic. "I didn't steal anything, I promise," she blurted, clutching her backpack tighter. Daniel crouched down to her level, raising his hands to show he meant no harm. "Hey, it's okay," he said softly. "We're not here to get you in trouble. We saw your video and just want to make sure you're okay." Her lips quivered, but she didn't run. Instead, she opened the door and stepped aside, motioning for them to follow. "You can see for yourself," she whispered. Inside, the apartment was cold and dark. The furniture was sparse, a battered couch, a wobbly table, and a mattress on the floor. In the corner of the room, a woman lay on the mattress, motionless. The officers froze, hands instinctively moving toward their radios. "That's my mommy," the girl said quickly. "She's not dead. She's just tired." Maria knelt beside the woman, checking for signs of life. Slowly, the woman stirred, her eyes fluttering open. "Please don't take her away," she mumbled weakly. Jordan scanned the room and noticed the empty cupboards, a nearly bare fridge with only half a bottle of water, and a stack of overdue bills on the table. "She got sick after Daddy left," the girl said, her voice trembling. "I tried to help, but..." Tears streamed down her cheeks. "I just want her to get better." Daniel felt a lump rise in his throat. He'd seen plenty of tough situations before: poverty, illness, broken families. But this little girl's courage and resilience struck him deeply. A glance at his colleagues confirmed they felt the same. They stayed with the family for hours that night. Maria called an ambulance to take the mother to the hospital. Jordan made a quick trip to a nearby grocery store, returning with bags of food. Meanwhile, Daniel sat with the little girl, listening as she talked about school, her favorite books, and her dream of becoming a doctor someday. When the paramedics arrived, the girl clung to her mother, sobbing. "Don't take her away. I'll be good, I promise." Maria knelt down and hugged her tightly. "Sweetheart, your mom needs to get better. We'll make sure you're taken care of while she does, okay?" The girl hesitated before finally nodding, wiping her tears. The officers didn't stop there. They worked behind the scenes to connect the family.